Kia ora, and welcome to the Run Adjacent podcast, proudly supported by Trek Trail and Fish. Be sure to visit their website, trektrailfish.co.nz. Use my discount code RA10 that will get you 10% off your order, and orders over $150 will get you free shipping. I went to Trek Trail and Fish. I got me a whole bunch of scratch nutrition formula. What's it called? Powder?
Did you get some baby formula?
No, I didn't.
Hydration mix.
Thank you, Dwayne. I'm still tired. Used it at King's Backyard Ultra. It was amazing. So shout out to Des. Today I'm joined by Dwayne and Mel. We are discussing our epic long weekend at the inaugural King's Backyard Ultra, which was held at Barge Park in Whangarei on the 1st of June, and I think it ended on the 3rd of June, so it's a long-ass weekend. Dwayne, how was your King's experience?
G'day, Hayden. Yeah, it was good. So I got super pumped watching people like smash PBs and run just basically twice as far as they expected to run. A lot of people set some huge PBs for distances, and it was epic to see.
Yeah. Mel, you smashed out a marathon while being how many weeks pregnant?
It was the first day of my third trimester.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty exciting. I had very low expectations. I came in thinking I'll just do 2 laps and see how it goes. And the issue was the fact that I had to pee all the time. And it was seriously an issue, because if you have to pee twice an hour and like you only have 55 minutes to complete the lap, and there was one lap in particular where I had to wait about 3 minutes for the bathroom. And then I got to pee, and again, I was like, time is crunching here.
Yeah.
So, but it was amazing. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better event, especially for pregnant people. I would encourage, if you are pregnant and you're not sure what to do, just sign up for a Backyard Ultra. You could do 1 lap, 2 laps, 6, whatever you feel like. Just come on out.
How was your weekend, Hayden?
Sorry, I'm no, it was awesome. I ran 87 odd kilometers, which was 13 laps, and that was the most I've done in a very long time. That was the furthest I'd run before that was Tarawera 54k, or what they call the Tarawera 50, but it's not. Yeah. It's a story for another day. But I really like the whole vibe that was created in and around that corral area. I love the support that I received, and when I ended up bowing out and DNFing, I found myself always being drawn back to the event space to watch, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't stop coming back, even though I was tired. It was like a drug, and you just keep on showing up, and you can't help yourself but like stick around for another hour, and then before you know, you're like, I've been here for 5 hours, and I was only supposed to be here for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely like addicting like that, to watch people come in and go out, and then you're just like, I'll watch for one more lap, or I'll crew for one more lap. And I turned up there at like 9 when everyone started, thinking I'll crew like 4 or 5 laps for the boys, and didn't leave till like midnight.
yeah like I was much the same. Like, I finished on my 13th hour, but then I was like, oh, well, if I stay here for 2 more hours, I get to watch people come in for the 100.
Yeah.
For the 100K. And then you find yourself hanging around after that. And then I think there was one point on Sunday morning, and it was just Clay and myself just watching, and we're just still like, yep, this is cool. This is what we're doing. We're just going to be here in the middle of Barge Park, watching runners run around in laps. Yeah, it was nuts, but yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and just a quick comment. Like, I think It's interesting what the people would pull out at those like bigger, like 50K, 100K, 100 miler,
Yeah,
the
those
12 or 20. Yeah.
those milestones, right?
Yeah. So then it is, again, you don't want to leave because you're also watching those people make these huge accomplishments for it too. And it's very emotional for them. Yeah.
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 What I also liked about it was the course, because it was quite loopy and quite lappy, and there were it was quite spectator friendly. You could, as a spectator, you could walk yourself to 3 or 4 different positions throughout the course and see the same runners on the same lap. And I think the runners really enjoyed that aspect of it, like the fact that it felt like there was a big crowd there, even though there may have only been 40 or 50 of us there watching.
Yeah.
But because you're passing those same people 3 or 4 times on a lap, it felt like you may have seen 200 people. So yeah, it was quite cool. Should we talk about some results?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Let's get into it. First place, or the only person that gets a place actually,
Yeah.
Anthony Curtailor out of Helensville, took it out with 52 laps. And that is 349 kilometers.
Wow.
It is a long, long way.
Yeah. So that was a New Zealand
Record,
backyard ultra record or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a huge achievement.
Yeah, by 2 laps. I think the previous record was 50 laps by our man Sam Harvey. Yep, and helping him get there was Simon McClellan. He ran 51 laps, obviously, and tapped out there at 342 Ks. And then in third place was Brandon Prudhoe, and he ran 44 laps. Yeah. Pretty crazy number of laps. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So those boys were all, a few boys were vying for that New Zealand backyard ultra team. So I think before the event started, the entry standard was 39 laps.
yeah.
And so they've well and truly secured their place on that team now. So well done to them.
Yeah, they all ran through that second night. So not only starting on Saturday through Saturday night, but then again through Sunday night, which is just mind-boggling to me. How did the females go, Mel?
Yeah, the first place gal was Katina Chavasa, and she did 26 laps. She was honestly ready to go more. She was hilarious at the finish. You should totally... I think it's on her Instagram. You should watch her story. She's got a sweet little video there of her flashing around the... Is it a Cody?
Cody.
Yeah. And then in second was Cara Penny. Man, Cara did so well. She is from Kitty Kitty, so she's more of a local, and she did 24 laps. Nuts.
She was backing up after the...
That's right. And she did the 50K pie here the week before.
Yeah, she placed third at that.
Yeah, third place.
So.
And then Jelana Smith, she ran 24 laps as well. And I was asking kind of how do you know how you rank that? And I think it's just because the average lap of Cara Penny's was a bit faster than Jelana's. So, yeah, they both, all 3 of them, some seriously solid time out there, time on your feet.
Yeah.
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 Locally, we had some good athletes mixing it up with those boys towards the top of the list. So who was it? Who were the first locals?
Yeah, taking out for our locals, Sam Rout, of course. You can never count him out. Backing it up from last weekend's 50K, came and showed up and did 34 laps or 228 Ks for representing the local crowd. Heaps of support out there for him on the course, and all through that Sunday, just a ton of people cheering him on. Yeah, and then Alex Nicholson also from Whangarei here, firefighter, so had the support of the firefighters crews, did 208 Ks or 31 laps. again, he ran the 50k in Paihia and
Yeah.
smashed the 50k PB up there, and then comes and runs 200 and something Ks. Yeah, just super impressive. Well done, Alex. And then Adam Shepherd as well went pretty deep with the 30 laps, to also hitting that 200k milestone. Awesome work, boys, representing Northland. Definitely. We're going to have some talent up here for those backyards.
Yeah. Yeah, I already can't wait for next year's event.
Yeah.
If it's kept at 120, I reckon it'll sell out easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear a lot of people after watching it saying they'd love to give it a try. It's definitely an appealing format, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because it's quite different from like, I'm going to race point A to point B. It's just like, we're going to have a party and keep going.
Yeah. We were really lucky with the weather as well. And that provided people with probably 10% more laps in than what they thought they probably were capable of, right?
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, it was like nice and sunny out, and it was super easy to spectate. So, I guess that helps a lot. I'm not sure how hard it would be if it started to rain. Both demoralising, but also the course would have got muddy. Yeah.
Just to point out the females. So Emma Henriksen ran 22 laps, and that's 147K.
Well done, Emma.
Yeah, she did. So she was our kind of first local gal. And then Simone Ackerman was she was behind her at 15 laps. So she did 100K. And then the third from Whangarei is Natalie Ganley, who did 15 laps and also did 100K. So pretty amazing locally, I think. Kind of like what you guys keep saying. I can't imagine next year what kind of locals we're going to have out there too.
Yeah.
To be representing Whangarei.
Yeah.
Or Northland even.
Yeah.
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 That's cool. Thanks to Chris and Helen for putting on such an awesome event. Please enjoy these interviews that we got throughout the 3 days. And there's 58 minutes worth of interviews from 18 different people. So
Wow.
just be conscious that I was quite tired through some of these, and I actually muck up on people's names, etc. Sorry, Sam, for calling you Matt, and sorry to Sean Collins for just completely forgetting your name altogether. So cheers. Enjoy. All right, it's day one of King's Backyard Ultra. I got event director here, Helen Waterworth.
Hey.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling coming into today?
Oh man, check the weather. It's a stunning morning. Recho is hectic. We're almost done and ready for briefing. So, yeah.
Nice. How many people do we end up having registering all up?
We've had a couple just sign up on the spot today. So I think we're looking at about 80, 81, 82. We'll find out at the end of it.
Awesome. I'll leave you to getting back to the registrations, but thank you, and I'm really looking forward to a cool day. It's the temperature is nice and low. There's barely any clouds in the sky. It's beautiful.
Awesome, mate. Run well. I hope everyone has a great experience out there.
Yeah. No, cool. Thank you. We're on day one of King's Backyard Ultra. I've got Pat Kalin with me. There's a nervous energy going about the field at the moment. We're at 10 to 9. We're about to kick off soon. How are you feeling, Pat?
Oh, pretty relaxed. It's beautiful weather out here, and Helen and Chris have done awesome getting all this set up. So, yeah,
absolutely. This is going to be your fourth backyard now?
Third or fourth. Yeah. I'm just trying to remember now. Yeah, but this will be my best one.
Yeah. You're coming off winning at the 22k at Paihia last week, and backing it up a week later. How are you feeling coming into today?
Feeling really good. Hades didn't run for the whole week, but this is a whole different ball game. You go from sort of a race feel to like a real relaxed, laid back feel here, and this is real easy till it's not. So nice. No, it's going to be awesome. Got a great crew here, so yeah.
We do have a great crew. Who we've got Dwayne and we've got Mal helping out here. So and we've got Nathan. So I think you're going to be pretty well prepared for today, right?
Yep. No, everything's covered.
Right. Thank you for your time, man.
All right, we're here at the start line. Completed 1 lap. How are we feeling, Mal?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. My biggest limiting factor will be how many times I'm going to have to pee. Yeah, but there's one bathroom out there, so that's fine. It might not be enough, though.
Yeah, what was the atmosphere like out there? Full crew, everyone out there?
Yeah, it was interesting. You float between talking to people. Like, you start out talking to one person, and then you talk to another. The funny thing was everyone obviously is walking on the way up the climbs, and then they're also walking on the downhills. So that's interesting.
You think that's to try and save the quads?
Probably. I would imagine so. I rolled my ankle once already.
That's not a good sign, Mal. That's not a good sign.
But it's fine other than that. And someone was like, how many Ks has the baby done? And I didn't know what to say. I was like, I don't know. I mean, right now, today, we're doing 1 lap and 2, and we'll see how many.
Yeah. Yeah, on to the next.
Yeah. What do I do with my watch? Here's my question. Do I stop it, or do I just keep it running?
I think most people keep it running. They pause it and then start again on the next lap.
Hayden, do you pause your watch or you keep it running?
I'll keep mine running.
You keep it running.
Pause. Pause, that's the consensus.
Well, no, Pat keeps his running.
Mine's still going, but I don't think it really matters.
Yeah. Alrighty, there we have it. Alright, also completed 1 lap. Here we have Hayden. How was it out there, Hayden?
It's good, mate. It's good. But conditions are a bit wet under feet, so I'm actually going to change out my socks already.
Yeah, the grass is a bit wet. Is it long in places?
No, it has had a mow, but the grass clippings are probably contributing to the issue of keeping everything real damp. But no, it's good. It's good. Nice, cool conditions as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a sunny day, but it's actually turned out it's a bit overcast now at 10 o'clock. And
Yeah, but that's all right. It's all good.
cool, keep at it. Looking good. Alright, 2 laps done. How you feeling, Samo?
Yeah, good. Sorry, mate. I just got a banana in my mouth.
Just stuffing down some food with 4 minutes to go to the start of lap 3. What's it like out there on the course?
Yeah, it's a little bit muddy, but it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
super easy, the course, so hopefully we can send it deep. Yeah.
Yeah, what's it like really dialing it back, and it's like you've seen the guys walking on the hills and taking it pretty chill.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the hardest part, trying to keep it easy.
Yeah, it's a bit different to last weekend where you're sending it,
Oh, way different, yeah. So I'm keeping it chill, walking
Yeah.
all those hills, walking the downhills, so
Yeah.
trying to save the legs, for sure.
Yeah. Good stuff, yeah, keep it up. We'll see you a few laps later.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it doesn't feel like it. I feel like we've done like 5K.
Done 5K. Minute, we're waiting for the 1 minute whistle. How's it feel out there under the foot?
It's really good, Wayne. Yeah, it's surprisingly dry out there. It's a lot drier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, have you got any maple syrup with you today?
No, I haven't actually. Yeah.
Oh no.
You got to pop down to the shop for me.
Yeah, maybe I'll go get you some.
All right.
Have a good one. Three laps done. How are we feeling, Brent?
Pretty good at the moment, mate. Yeah, nice day out there. It's actually warming up, so.
Yep, the sun's come out, and what are the conditions like under feet? Are they drying out?
It's pretty good. Yeah, the dew's gone now, so I've just changed shoes, but it's getting a bit muddy out the back there in places. But,
Yeah.
No, pretty good generally.
Yeah, out in the farm track. What's the mood like out there?
Yeah, it's pretty good, Heaps of locals, which is really cool. And the way the course is done, we're sort of seeing each other quite a bit, which is really cool. So, yeah, everyone's just trying to keep it easy at the moment. That's the big challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the 2 minute whistle. How's the support crew going? They looking after you good?
Very good, mate. Yeah, perfect support crew at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I keep them.
Cool, well have a good one and we'll see you in 3 laps. Alright, I'm here in between lap 4 and lap 5, so the runners are out on lap 5 with introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm Anna Markwick,
And who are you crewing for?
the hubby Brent.
Yeah, has he run a backyard ultra before?
He hasn't, so this is kind of new to us. We're not quite sure what to kind of expect, really.
Yeah, it's a very different format from what I've seen so far today. People coming in and being like, oh, it's very chill out there. How do you think he's doing?
He's doing really well. He actually came up a couple of weeks ago and did a little bit of a test run, I guess, and did a few laps just to get a feel for the terrain and where to go, and yeah, so he's doing great at the moment. I guess the thing I wasn't expecting was to be so damn hot.
Yeah.
It's feeling like it's quite warm, but maybe that wind's a bit cool.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a pretty nice sunny day,
Yeah.
and really starting to heat up out there.
Yeah.
Did he have any plan in place for if it gets quite hot?
If he hasn't really shared that with me. But he's got a bit of a plan on, and he tells me at the end of each lap what he wants for the next lap, so that's quite helpful to get that prepared.
Oh, yeah, nice. Has he planned out like a full 24 hours, or do you know what his goal is?
I don't know what his goal is. I think he will be thinking 24 plus hours. I think he'll do that.
Yeah, and what do you find the most stressful part of crewing? Do you find it stressful at all, or is there?
I do find it a little bit stressful because I'm not a very good crew person from past events. But it's just not stressful because of Brent putting any stress on me, but because I just want to do a really good job and not stuff it up. So I put the stress on myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all feel that when we're crewing. Yeah, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, all the best for you and for Brent, and hope you're here late into the night and early into tomorrow morning hitting the goals.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, here at 3 o'clock, with day's turning out real nice. I'm here with Chris and Helen. How's the day going for you guys?
Oh man, we couldn't have asked for better, I think. Yeah,
the day's pretty mint, bro. We've cracked it with the weather and everyone's sort of getting into it now a little bit apprehensive. First thing this morning, but I think everyone's worked out the vibe and everyone's into it, man. So it's
Is
cool.
that Mel returning?
Yeah, that's Mel returning now after she's
People cheering her in.
done her 6 laps, and I told her she's done at a marathon. We can't have her doing more than that. So yeah.
Oh, she's gonna be happy with that.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice. Is there what's sort of the plan going into the night for you guys as race organisers?
It's funny you say that. We've just actually started to talk about making a shift system for getting some sleep, because we do believe they'll go long. The conditions are great. It's not cold, and everyone's travelling pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll probably just have a couple of hours sleep, or just remove ourselves for a bit and go and jump in our camper for a bit of a kip, or just switch off for a bit. Because like we used to be told, we're no good tomorrow, we're no good to anyone. So yeah, that is the plan at the moment. Yeah,
I guess people are going to be out there racing for 24, 30, maybe even into the 40 hours, and so you guys as race organisers have to be somewhat around.
The supporters too need to manage their selves for sleep to be good for their runners. You guys are still crewing, I think, the locals, so yeah, you got to manage that as well as a supporter.
Yeah, it's we think it's going to go, well into tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, like I say, it's hard not to be here because you want to be here and watch everything unfold and see everyone come in, but just having that discipline to go away and have a bit of a kip, I think, is going to be the key tonight. Yeah.
Any pro tips for people supporting, like what to do through the night?
Just have variety, man. So as the night comes on, you'll find your runners might totally act differently in regards to what they eat. They might not want to drink. They start getting the old toddler syndrome. So just have variety there, and maybe a bit of tough love might get them out of that chair and keep them going.
Yeah, it'd be if you haven't supported someone in some of this before, to be that 2 o'clock through to 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. The witching hours, they call it. So that's where the competitor wants to sort of quit or stop, and because they're tired, and so just a matter of the supporter giving them enough encouragement to get up and go again. And and I think support's just as critical to get a bit of sleep as well for like maybe 20-30 minutes in the chair if they can. Yeah, because if your supporters are no good, then you're no good to your runner, really. So.
Yeah, that's definitely been our plan down in the Hatia tent is we want to take turns, and some people go home and have a sleep and come back and support them through the night.
It's good you got a plan, and it is hard because you don't want to miss anything, but it's
it takes a toll on the supporters just as much as the runners, to be honest. We've played both runner and supporter of each other, and you feel just as exhausted as the runner at the end of this. So what Chris is saying is correct.
No, it's certainly an exciting day in terms of like the weather and everything playing out good so far. So I look forward to catching up with you guys maybe later tonight or early tomorrow. See what happens.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they're all still going, eh?
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, sweet, man.
Alrighty, it's been a few more hours since my last interview, but here we are in the dark with our one and only Hayden Bell. How are you feeling, Hayden?
It's been a great day, but I'm glad my run has come to an end.
Yep, you came in on the last lap with just 1 minute to spare and decided not to head out again. How many laps was that for you?
I believe it was 13.
13 laps, so from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. How many Ks?
87 according to my chorus.
Awesome. Big PB for you. When did it feel like it started getting tough for you?
Probably lap 9. At the end of lap 9, I felt absolute rubbish. Yeah. But carried on for another 4 laps, so happy with that.
Yeah, and what kept you going when you were feeling a bit rubbish? Do you have any fuel or food or secret sauce get you going?
No, just the wonderful support of my fantastic crew. Thank you, Dwayne.
You had a good crew. Yeah, there's a bit of a team of us here helping you out. So, a few of the other boys have headed back out for lap 14. They're looking really good, and we'll catch up with some of them when they finish late into the night, hopefully.
Yeah, no, we got a few boys still out on course, and plus we've got probably more helpers than we have participants at the moment. So it's been really good, especially at the between the laps. Nothing is too difficult of a question. Everyone's there to help, and it's been amazing to see.
It's really been a team effort. It's like almost more of a team sport, this one, the Backyard Ultra, because staying organised and making sure you got your fuel and food prepped for your runners is actually really important in this format.
Yeah, and I think without the help of a support crew, I probably would have finished up probably 4 or 5 laps ago. So yeah, they really get you going that extra mile. So it's been cool.
Yeah, it's been awesome, and awesome to see so many people still in it. There's still 50 or 45 people, I think, started lap 14. So approaching that 100k mark, and getting later into the night. It's going to be awesome to see how many people cross into the triple digits.
Yep, will be.
Awesome, Hayden. Thanks for your time.
Sweet. Thanks, Dwayne. Appreciate it. It's just gone 11 o'clock. Boys are heading out for their,
100k loop.
100k loop. I'm joined by Scott Bojan, who's formerly of Carmo. He's based in Helensville now. He's a professional coach. Are you a professional coach?
Well, I don't know. There's such thing as a professional coach, mate. We're all part-timers, mate.
Part-timers.
We do it for a bit of love, a bit of the bit on the side,
Nice. But you're based out of Helensville now. What's it like being back in Whangarei, bro?
Yeah, I like coming home, eh? It's always good. It's always good to see familiar faces, mate, and to see that some of these events are coming in this sort of far north way and northern way. Yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, that's cool. Loving this event. Loving that Chris and Helen have put this on. It's cool to draw some of those bigger athletes up here, right? So
Who are the athletes that you're looking after today?
Yeah, so we got Anthony Curtailor, we got Carl Reed, and Stephen Harney. So Anthony and Carl are from Auckland, and then Stephen's from Hamilton. So, and they've done a few now, so they're really kind of ready to dig it in and try and make something of it today, tomorrow, next day.
Nice. What's their goal today?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that satellite NZ team, man. So Anthony got pretty close to it last time at relapse, but just didn't quite get there. So he's kind of added a few pieces of the puzzle. So I think he's aiming for that, and then Carl is too, and then I think Stephen will get there if he really wants to.
Nice. So, as a crewman, what's your primary role, Scott?
Just making sure those guys are got what they needed, mate. Kind of just keeping one step ahead of them, really. Making sure that they communicate with us as to what's going on, so that when it starts to get to the pointy end, that there's not too many things going wrong in their own mind, so you can just problem solve for them, right? So there's too many things that are going wrong in that mind, they start finding excuses to stop. Yeah. So, yeah, big key. Making sure they're hydrated, make sure they're having all their food. Just asking the right questions, making sure they're ticking the boxes.
So eliminating those little 5%ers, right? Which could make the difference between finishing and DNFing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they do, and that's where that mental game comes into play, right? So, at least 90% it's mental. So, the brain loves to play little games, mate. And if it can find anything external pressures, it'll capitalise on it. And it just spirals out of control from there. And you're sitting out on course doing those miles, and their brain's ticking over, saying, "Hey, mate, it's all right. You can stop. It'll be right. You got nothing to prove." So, or that little niggle that you're thinking about and thinking, "Oh shit, this seems bad," but realistically, it's not that bad, mate. Just carry on. Just one more loop. So you can get through it.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Appreciate it.
Cheers. All right, it's just gone past midnight. Crew's headed out on another lap. I'm joined by Simon Cochran of the Waikato. It's not every day I get a world champ on the podcast, so thank you for coming along, mate. You are the Ultraman world champion. Could you please explain to me what the hell is an Ultraman?
So technically it's 2 Ironmans over a 3-day period. So day 1, 10k swim into 145k bike. Day 2, 280k bike. And then day 3 is a double marathon, 84k run.
Seems rather excessive, but congratulations on what you've achieved. That's incredible, mate.
Yeah, thanks. It was a pretty big year last year, having done three Ultramans within 6 months.
Yeah.
And then taking out the one at Hawaii for their 40th anniversary in November.
Cherry on top, eh? You've also, just a couple of weeks ago, won the New Zealand 24-hour champs. How many laps did you do, and what kilometres did that kind of equate to?
So running around the track for 24 hours, ended up doing 592 laps, which was 236.7 Ks, I think, something like that.
How was your head going into that, or as the day dragged on?
Oh, head was pretty good. Legs, not so good.
Yeah. Even with the running on a track being a little bit softer, it was still a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, definitely wasn't feeling soft after the first 100 Ks or so. Just because you're just literally, there's no difference in your stride. quads, hip flexors, glutes. Just get no reprieve. So legs are pretty shattered after about 8 hours, and then that's when the mind has to work a lot harder and override your natural tendency of wanting to stop or slow down.
Yeah. Are you allowed to have a crew for that type of event?
So no one can pace you or run with you, but you actually have like a aid station table that you set up yourself in lane 5, and then you can have crew sitting there as well, so they can pass you drinks, yell a bit of abuse as you go past every couple of minutes.
Are you allowed to stop during that type of event?
Technically yes, but I made a rule that I wasn't going to stop, so for me that wasn't an option this particular time.
It's nice, man. Thank you for your time. First time I've had a world champ on the pod, so it's cool, and well done for everything that you've achieved. Do you have any other goals this year?
Next up is UTMB, so heading over to France in August to have a crack at the Ultra Trail Mont Blanc 100 mile, 10,000 metres of elevation. Really looking forward to that one.
Mate, you're a machine. I'm sure that you'll excel at that. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Cool, good to chat.
Cheers. Kia ora, we're on to day 2 of the King's Backyard Ultra in sunny Whangarei. I'm joined by Kendall Peacock from Waipukurau. He's completed 25 laps. Congratulations, mate, and how are you feeling now?
Pretty sore now. Pretty elated. I'm sitting here with the Normatex on in the tent, which is pretty cool. It was a good day. Just couldn't keep moving. It was easy, and then it wasn't.
You looked incredible at stages today, but what happened on that last lap?
I had some pain in the leg and just couldn't get moving. All the previous laps I'd walked about 1.5k, and then my body would start working, and then I'd smash the lap out. But on this particular lap, I just couldn't get the body to run. Yeah. And that was all she wrote.
The mind was willing?
I'd like to say yes, but I'd probably said to my crew before I went out, I don't think I can finish this lap, and it probably had a bit of an effect on everything. Yeah.
So, is this a PB for you?
Absolutely. My previous best was 17 at River Run in Waipuc. Yeah. And so, that's a 25 yards PB. Miler in the bank. Yeah.
You can't complain about that, though, right? That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, no, absolutely great day. Yeah. When fabulous event by Chris and Helen running this with their his and hers adventures, and we've got one of their kits, and it's just superb.
Yeah. It's I think it's been cool to have so many people from throughout New Zealand come up here and just experience Whangarei and a little bit of Northland. So thank you for coming up here, mate.
Yeah, no, it's been really good. I'll just have to come up another time in the year and do the 5 peaks.
Yeah, do it. Thank you, Kendall.
Cheers.
All right, we're into day 2 of the King's Backyard Ultra. I'm joined by event director Helen Waterworth. The time has just gone 5:15. The boys are out onto lap 33. How many are left, Helen?
We have 7 hardcore runners still going. Which is a great number for this time of the night. Yeah.
The temperatures today has been really nice and warm. I think we got up to about 18 degrees. Has that kind of helped the runners push on through today?
Yeah, I think so. It's been mild. We haven't had any major swings in temperature. I don't think it's going to get lower than 9 tonight. They've been saying that there's no breeze out the back, so I do think at some stage it has got quite hot today, which is the winterless north, right? So no, we've lucked out with the weather for sure.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. So lap 33. seven runners left. Are we getting into the nitty-gritty now?
It's hard to know. I mean, you can have a wave of them drop out and we could be into the final two, or, I mean, we could be looking at tomorrow morning. It's hard to know. I guess when you get down to, say, less than 10 or into the final 5, you start to say it's the pointy end of the event. You look at the experience of the runners still going or the aspirations of the others. So, I mean, let's be honest, what they're trying to do right now is pretty amazing. So it's all pointy at the end of the day. They've got to get everything right to keep going.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. I'll let you get back to let you get back to work.
Sweet, mate. Thank you so much.
All right, we've entered day 3 of the King's Backyard Ultra, and it's just gone midnight. So I'm joined by. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Sean Collins.
Sean Collins of Lactic Turkey, who's doing the timing for the event. We've got 3 left in the race. Who are they, Sean?
Yeah, so we've got Simon McLean from Auckland, Anthony Taylor, who's from Helensville, really, and then from down in the south, we've got Brandon Pudu from Arrowtown. And he's the most experienced, so he's got a record of 42 laps.
Yeah. So, for a couple of these boys, for all of these boys, they're hitting around that 260 something odd kilometres now, right?
Yeah, yep.
And they're running in the middle of the night. It's just gone midnight. What do you think's going through their heads now?
So now they're very much thinking about hanging in until they see that sunrise, because you get a wicked boost of energy when the sun comes up. So they'll just be going through, these guys are experienced enough, they'll just be going through the routine each lap.
Yeah.
By now they'll have their certain time points on the course fully dialed in, and so they know if they're not there, then they have to speed up or slow down, so that it's all a balancing act of pace, so that they can not be back here having to sit around for ages, but be back here enough time to eat and drink and change some flows.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think might be the biggest factor going into the next couple of hours now? It's feeling a bit cool now. It's a very clear night here in Whangarei. I think it's like 8 or 10 degrees. Would that play a factor in these boys' mindsets now?
Yeah, not so much the cold, because they just chuck on some more gear.
Yeah.
The wet grip, we just walked across the paddock there, and you get wet feet instantly, and so that the dew's just going to keep falling where they go, and so they're going to get cold, wet feet.
Yeah.
And that's something that's a bit harder to deal with. And then just keeping the mind in check. They're out there by themselves.
Yeah.
The two that are together are probably a bit better, because they'll chat away about mindless things. They've spent so many hours together, now they're run out of sensible stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But Brandon, who's by himself, he's got to be careful that he's not talking himself into feeling a niggle or coming up with some reason to quit. So yeah, he'll be trying to think of all the good things, and people have different ways of doing that. I think, think about the sacrifices they've made, or their big why for why they're doing the event, to help strive. And, he might be doing his taxes in his head, or anything basically to distract himself. Yeah.
So when they complete this lap, they would have done 40 laps. Is that quite enough to qualify for the New Zealand satellite team?
So Brandon's already in the team, because he's quite a way up the scale, because he got 42 at Crazies last year, so he's sort of mid-pack in the 15-person team. The other two will, when they complete this lap, really they want to get to 41, and then they're both guaranteed a spot in the team. There's only one more race we use a chance to qualify. That's the race in Christchurch next month at Crazies. And then after that, there's no more races to qualify. So ideally, these three will help each other to lift their way all the way up through the ranks of the team, so that they they're safe and there's less chance of being caught by crazies people next month.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for coming up and supporting this First Kings event. It's been really cool to see quite a few of the recognisable faces in the running scene come up here. So yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, Chris and Helen do a heap for helping out and attending our events and that, and with the kits they're sort of more involved now with the backyards than they probably thought they would be.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's keen to help out, and I love backyards and the format and watching the drama and everything.
Yeah.
And how people grow from it.
Yeah.
So it's always cool when you're timing, because you sit back and watch as people develop. You know, you get some real characters shine through and get to know them really well, and their crews as well. Actually, you make some good people crewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good.
Cheers.
All right, we're deep into Monday morning. Joined by Sam Rout, who is the longest local. He completed 34 laps for a total of 234 kilometres, which is nuts considering he's backing up a week after the Trick Trail and Fish 50k at the Hot Prince Bay of Islands Run Walk Festival, where he came in with a time of about 3 hours 30. So how are you feeling, Matt?
Oh,
how are you feeling? Sam?
Yeah, good. Considering the legs held up really well actually after running. I actually run 228 but apart from that, yeah, the legs feel good. The mind struggled.
Yeah.
Coming into the second night, and end of the day, that what got me a DNF really. But apart from that, yeah, happy with the result. Happy with running for 34 hours. So yeah, it was a great achievement.
When you came in, did you have any mind of or any idea of this is what I want to run?
Yeah, I wanted to do 25 laps because most people do 24 and finish on the mile. That was kind of my first little goal, and then I was being pretty cheeky and I wanted 39 laps to be in the NZ team, which is stupid. You know, I haven't run a backyard and I wanted high expectations of myself, but ended up with 34. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Super happy to get as far as I got. Yeah,
I don't think it's cheeky at all. I mean, the cheekiest part was the fact that you did run the week before the 50k pretty hard. And how much of that do you think played into this weekend?
Yeah, quite a lot early on. I cramped probably. I had some real tough laps 11 and 12 where some cramps came in, and we had a bit of gutter shoes pretty early on, and the crew worked super hard to get that down, and we sorted it, and then from later on the night everything kind of came back and got dialed in. And food was key. I smashed so much food, so it was yeah. But the 50k definitely worked my legs. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend racing and then backing up a backyard for sure.
Were your darkest moments in the dark, or when do you think those were?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when it was I don't know what, that was the first night I had 2 or 3 laps where it might have been 22 hours or something like that. The first night where it was super emotional, and I had I dug deep and I got in my head for a couple laps and I almost pulled the pin, and then I did a few laps by myself, and then I talked myself back into the game. And but yeah, that was a real hard point.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize as a crew member that you spent 3 laps crying.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. But that happens, eh? Emotions come out pretty high, obviously, with lack of sleep. And lack of sleep's the
Yeah.
key, I think.
Speaking of sleep, did you get any sleep last night?
Nah, not really. I had the shakes and the colds and the sweats last night, so not a lot of sleep, to be fair. But I did get some shut eye, so I still feel pretty fresh considering.
Yeah. Nick, you got any questions?
Yeah, I don't know if you've had much chance to reflect back now, but is anything that kind of jumps out at you that you think maybe I shouldn't have done that, or what are your kind of key takeaways for the next one, if there is a next one?
One and done, I think. I just took it one lap at a time, really. I didn't really try to focus on too much. Yeah. Didn't want to plan too much ahead or too little. Yeah.
There's no big turning point, or you think maybe, I shouldn't have done that. Or anything that kind of turned your race, or do you think it was just an accumulation of just fatigue? And
Just accumulation of fatigue. I did actually try to get some sleep early on in the night, and I probably shouldn't have.
And then your dad rang you in.
Yeah. I probably should have waited till later, I reckon, and I could have. It's hard because you need food, you need your crew to support you, but you need quiet time, and so that juggling that's hard, eh? Obviously it's our first, so probably takeaways with that would be be super prepared and be let's do a lap or two, and then I'm okay, this next one I need quiet time, and we need a room where it's dark, and just put me in there and get food already, simple things like that, would really go. You could send it to obviously the boys are still out there at 50 laps, and that's stunning, eh? To make that is a great achievement. So
Yeah, I think a lot about how when you came in, there was so much adrenaline and energy, and then the second that you leave, it's you kind of have to be by yourself in your own head again. Did you find that big shifts between obviously being out on the course versus when you were spending the 10 to 5 minutes in the tent?
Normally do pretty well. It's kind of a different form, you're not really running by yourself, eh? I never really ran by myself. There's always someone there, eh? Unless, you run with someone unless you went to the toilet stop, and then you kind of didn't match up with someone's speed that you're kind of running with, There's always kind of someone that you ran with, and that gets you a long way, chatting. There's 80 people here, and I probably spoke to 80 of them, that's
cool.
Such a cool thing as a running community to chat. There's people from South Island and locals, obviously, and that definitely gets you far. Just being around people that doing the same thing, pretty much.
Hayden, anything else?
Yeah, I just want to elaborate on that. How cool was it that, 12 months ago, we didn't even have a backyard up here, and then 12 months later, we've got the likes. No, we've just got us locals mixing it up with these guys who are experienced in the backyard scene, and they're up here and they're absolutely loving it. Do you think that's pretty cool, or?
Oh, it's so cool, hey. There was guys like Adam Shepherd that got 200 Ks. He's an absolute beast.
Yeah.
You guys got Kiri boy Andy hasn't really run. Oh, he's run 100k, and then we did 160. And Alex, absolute beast. There's 3 of us or 4 of us local boys sending it.
Yeah.
With these guys that are pretty much pros at what they do. Each one of these, Simon's looking super good. And he's, they're all mid-30s, done it before, this is our first time, and I think we've done ourselves proud, the weekend weather probably helped. It's stunning up here, eh? But it is the winterless north, so what do you expect?
Yeah, I've been telling people this is just what it's like in winter up here. It's always 18 degrees and sunny in Whangarei. Yeah.
Nah, I think perfect. A perfect weekend, perfect event. And yeah, I think that's why we're in 50, coming up to 50 hours, eh?
Yeah.
So hopefully there's a few more laps, eh?
Yeah.
Let's get these two as far as they can.
Yeah.
And it's been quite cool to see the whole a lot of the Whangarei running community come back and just chill out for the day. What an awesome occasion. Thank you for your time, Matt. Sam. Well, I called him Matt again.
I'm offended. Matt's a great runner, though. Don't get me wrong. Matt smashed out 100 Ks and he only ran 35 as his longest distance. So I take my hat off to him.
Apologies. Okay.
You have to interview him next, Hayden.
All right, we're out. Thank you. Welcome back. Day 3 at King's Backyard Ultra. Now we are joined by Matt Dyer of Whangarei. Who's did 15 laps, 100 Ks. I'm going to pass you over to Mel.
Okay, Matt, tell me, when did you start running?
I started running late last year, but only consistently the start of this year. Yeah.
Can you tell me what your longest run was before? Was that even yesterday or was that the day before? I don't actually know.
I can't remember. But longest run before that, longest straight run was 30 Ks, but I did a bit of a backyard ultra sort of practice run and I did about 34 Ks on that, but that was about it. Yeah.
You have any, when you came into the race, did you have like a goal or a mindset of what you wanted or just let it be?
I think 50 Ks was definitely what, I wouldn't have settled for any less than 50, but 100 was the dream goal.
Yeah. Will you say something?
So, your longest run was 30 Ks, and then you just went and did 100 Ks, and you've only taken up running in the past 8-9 months. I think you're, I don't think you give yourself enough credit, mate.
Yeah,
It's a huge achievement, man.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Pretty stoked.
I think you have a lot of potential. That's what's pretty clear to me is that, and even just how can you tell us a little bit about, your attitude? Yes. Was it yesterday?
No, it's the day,
it's the day before.
Today is Monday.
Okay, thank you. So, on Saturday, tell me a little bit about, your mindset, your attitude.
Honestly, I just tried to stay, as positive as possible, try and talk to as many people as I could, and just, not really think too deep into the running and just sort of focus on everything outside of that and just get it done.
Yeah, you were kind of a comedian, I think. At one point you were saying, how this is so much fun, but not fun.
Yeah. No, it was, honestly, it was so enjoyable. But, yeah, the leagues just couldn't really take me any further. But, yeah.
Yeah. We just heard the 2 minute. We got about 90 seconds before the minute whistle's going to go off, and then it'll be New Zealand's record. So might put this on pause for a hot second.
Say hello.
Hello.
Nice one, boys.
Yeah, boys.
Looking strong, looking strong.
What do you think, Matt? Could you have done 50?
I don't know. Don't know.
Tell me now, how's your body holding up?
Still feeling it, but yeah, it's just like kind of a good sore. Don't really feel like I'm got any injuries or anything like that, which is all you can really ask for.
Was there any moment where you thought you were going to have an injury?
Nah. I got a blister on the inside of my big toe that was burning for a little bit, but it sort of figured itself out.
What are some of the things that you did really well on Saturday?
I don't know. I think, like, honestly, it was just the support crew is what really kept me going, to be honest. Like, just kept feeding me, giving me what I needed, because, sort of towards the end of it, I wasn't really too keen to eat much or drink any electrolytes and stuff like that. So, it was pretty good to have them keep me going. I had the easy part, I think.
I don't know about that. I liked that every time you came in, you would charge your watch. Did you do any shoe changes?
No, I wore the same. I wore the same shoes the whole time. They're pretty comfy shoes. I had to loosen my laces about 3 times just due to them getting tighter and tighter, just from I guess swollen feet and that. I started off with normal socks, and I changed about 2 laps in, just because I decided that probably wasn't a good idea to be running in the normal socks. So I changed over to some Injinjis, and I stayed in those for the remainder of the race. And seemed to go pretty good.
Were there any mentally tough parts for you?
Not really. I think sort of the hardest part was as we came into the nighttime, and it was like, because I was going to the toilet out on course just to have a bit extra time to sit down and stuff when I came back, and there was a couple of loops in the dark where I came out of the toilet and there was no one else behind me, and it was a bit stressful, and just sort of like running behind people, and they say, I don't know if I'm going to make it back in time, and it's just like, I've got to push myself a little bit here, get in front of these guys, and just keep on going.
Yeah, that's a bit stressful, and it kind of messes with your head too. I think even like, obviously every time you try to hit a certain time to come back, were you trying to hit around 50 minutes or 55 minutes?
So I sort of came into it with the idea of doing about 48 minutes, but I think once I got out there, I slowed it down a bit, and I think my average lap time was like around 51 minutes or something like that. And but I did have a few slower laps at the start just to sort of preserve myself when I knew that I wasn't going to need to really eat or drink too much at that point. But yeah.
Do you think you'll be back next year to do another one?
Yeah, 100%. We're gonna get the 100 miles next year. That's for sure.
Oh, damn. Let's go. Yeah. Hayden, you got anything else? Thank you so much, Matt. Do you have any last closing words?
No, not really. Just a big thanks to everyone that made this weekend happen. It's been an awesome experience, and just like big thanks to all the support crew and stuff that kept us all going. Yeah,
well, you did amazing. You should be really proud of yourself. So, good work out there. Thanks, Matt.
All right. What was it? 52 laps, 348.92 kilometers. I'm joined by the winner of the inaugural King's Backyard Ultra, Anthony Curtailor of Helensville. Congratulations, mate. How are you feeling?
Thank you. Yeah, obviously pretty stoked. It was a big plan of mine to come up here and put this new event on the map, and in all honesty, it was about smashing that New Zealand course record, and just supporting not a local event for me, but a North Island event in this format was pretty important to help the event organisers out and doing that. So yeah, that would be my reasons. And yeah.
It's cool, man. We shared the first lap together, and I still remember it now. And you gave me a lot of good advice along the way. We talked about community. We talked about people. Is that what got you through this event? The people that you're doing this for, your crew, anyone else like that?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. That was a very enjoyable first lap. Makes the lap go past when you can connect with new people and have some cool yarns. Yeah, it's for me. I love running, but it's all about the community of the people within running. And this format's probably one of the coolest formats to be able to share, because you're always starting at the same point every hour on the hour. So if you want to, you can connect with as many different people as you want and just share whatever little bit of knowledge you think you might have, or help first timers out, or so it is really cool to be able to take what little experience you have and share some little nuggets with other people. So that's what I really enjoy doing.
You've done 52 laps. You're assisted by Simon. You probably did what looked to be 30, maybe even 40 laps.
Yeah.
What was going through your gut? What was your yarns about? What was how was the conversation out on the course?
Anything and everything, probably 5 times repeated over the 52 hours. By the end of it, when we were head to head, it was probably the same conversations within the space of 12 hours 3 times over. Both not really clear of mind, but just under the sort of impression and knowledge that, you know, you do anything to keep working towards the common goal, which for us was about smashing the New Zealand course record. And like I said earlier, like helping out this inaugural event and putting Whangarei Kings on the map.
Do you think, having done that 52 today, do you think that's kind of put a line in the sand to all the other backyards around the country, or are we just fortunate with the weather conditions that we've had playing a factor as well?
I mean, yeah, we were very blessed this weekend. The course is amazing. Definitely a course that always had the potential to go big, but like with any backyard, like nothing's given. You know, if we had any form of rain or showers over the weekend, you know, this was still a very technical course on tricky underfoot terrain, probably, you know, a lot of, you know, horse paddock grass that the normal runner is not used to running on. So, you know, you only have to look at my feet and my leg muscles that were absolutely smashed after like 6 hours, that it's not something that normal runners like are trained for. So yeah, I mean, super blessed with the weather, but yeah, nothing's ever like given in this backyard format. And as in terms of line in the sand, I mean, backyards are forever evolving format. You only have to look at the growth of the backyard format in the last year to year and a half to know that, man, 52, it's going to be smashed pretty soon. It could be smashed in 3 weeks' time down at Crazy K's. So yeah, it's cool to notch one up, but I'm certainly not expecting it to stay for very long.
That's cool, man. What else was I going to ask you? I can just edit this bit out later. Will you be back next year?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, the immediate answer is probably yes. But then, you know, like anything in life, it's always hard to commit to anything a year in advance. But, I mean, you know, if everything fits with whatever my training schedule looks like, family life, work life, you know, like, I mean, yeah, why not? Like, it's a great community up here of runners. I was blown away by the population of first time like backyarders.
The female population was awesome to see a lot of female runners smashing like heaps of loops. Like I was blown away on every loop, the amount of female runners that were out here smashing it. That was really cool. And yeah, I guess potentially as the reigning champ, I might have to come back to defend the turf. But yeah, I'd love to come back if things align.
Yeah. If the stars align, it'd be awesome to see you back. Yeah, just elaborating on what you were saying. I think it was Chris and Helen said there were 30 first timers and 30% of the field were female. So that's really cool to see, eh?
Yeah, it is awesome to see, and that's like a trend that is mimicked in a lot of events that are booming. Running events that are booming at the moment. Riverhead Backyard a couple of months ago was the same. A lot of female participants there and a lot of first timers. So it's just cool to kind of see. I think this format is a great gateway into running because it is that type of format that allows people of all levels, whether they're beginner runners or elite runners, just to explore their possibilities. You know, and it's a great format to be able to do that.
Yeah, just starting a lap with a group of people every hour is awesome, eh? Great feeling. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for your time, Anthony. And congratulations on your win, on your setting a new New Zealand record, and making the New Zealand satellite team. So well done, man, and rest up, and hopefully we'll see you next year. But if not, all good.
Yeah, bro.
Cool, man. Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed that. And I hope it's inspired you to maybe do your own backyard ultra one day. We've put a lot of content together lately, but we are now heading back into our regular fortnightly schedule. Thank you to our show sponsor, Trek Trail and Fish. If you are new to the Run Adjacent podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe on the platform that you are listening to. If possible, please give a rating. Till next time, happy running!
A little shout out to Des for just signing up that morning to the Backyard Ultra and representing Trek Trail and Fish there, doing a marathon.
Slowing me down.
He got beaten by Mel.
Very good.